my lovely angels, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're obviously going to be creating something blue today, and for today's look we're going to be playing with the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I've forgotten what it was then, but yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Okie dokie, so as you can tell I've already prepped my eyes and obviously done one side already, and as you've seen from the intro we are playing with the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I even forgot what it was then. Okay, so I'm just gonna buff out my creases. This should have been like recorded ages ago, but I was watching a TikTok live and I got distracted, so I'm just throwing it out there. So on a Bperfect Stacey Marie 302 brush, we are taking the shade Twilight, and we are popping that on my outer corner and doing like a slight flick into the crease. I don't want it actually going into the crease, but just so it's even, if that makes sense. I'm just going to give a slight flick. So like so. I'm just going to add a bit more just to make it more pigmented, so I got that depth instantly. Okay, so on a Bperfect brush, so this is BPE 16, we are taking the shade Denim and we are blending the shade out. If you need to like take your time with this shade, do so, because blue is very pigmented and it will make you regret if you've like done too much instantly. It's like that. It's not very nice. Blue isn't. I find I prefer to use black than blue. I know other people are just like, no, it's the other way around. So I'm instantly blowing the look out as we go. Okay, so on another Bperfect brush, so this is BPE 15. So this one was 15. No, it's 16. And we are taking the shade Social and we are blending that out even more. Don't worry about getting the lower lash line like messy, because we're going to wipe that off anyway. I'm just doing it just so I have the effect, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we go back through all those shades again. So Twilight, you might be able to see how I place the Twilight shade this time. It just looks more darker when I've got like shadow behind it than what it did without any shadow. It's weird how it all goes, isn't it? Right, I probably should have moved my plates, you know, like those plates that you put all your liquid products on. I put my eyeshadow base on the plate and all my brushes have just rolled into it. Okay, so Denim there to blend out Twilight. I'm hoping I can get this edited on time. Might be a bit late. When you're happy with how it looks, we're going to clean up the lower lash line. Okay, so that is done. So we're just going to go straight into the deep end. So I'm not going to clean up the lid. I'm just going to go straight in. So I'm using a Bperfect Stacey Marie brush. This is 409. I'm a Plouise base in white. And just do my half cut crease. Do you know, I think my cut creases actually match for the first time in a very long time. Okay, so I'm going to meet those edges together using Twilight on the original brush. So literally I'm just tapping over the edges and not going much further in. Okay, so now for Denim. Again, just tapping over where the two meet. And last but not least, a little bit of Social, just so we got that gradual effect. Okay, so I'm going to be using 3 of the same brush. So these are all Jessup 237. And now I've just done that, I can't remember what order they went in. Okay, so on my first 237, I am taking the shade Cosmic. and that is going right onto the edge. We're just doing like a strip of this shimmer, nothing exotic, it's just to help blend the dark into the light. So my second 237, we are taking the shade Bubbles, and we are more or less going over that first shade. And last but not least, we're going to go into Potion. So Bubbles is like the main focus on the lid, so if you can see what I'm going on about. Now I've like mentioned the time, I'm just like really worried about the time. Okay, so on a Bperfect BPE 18 brush, we are taking the shade Shield, and this is going to go into my inner corner. Oh my god, this was such a huge debate before I got distracted from the live I was watching on TikTok. Right, I was stood here because I swatched the two shades. I couldn't make up my mind on my face, and I was just like, they both look equally as gorgeous. I want them both on my face. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Midnight using a Plouise 264 brush, and we are going to deepen up our outer corner. Taking a Bperfect Stacey Marie 201 brush, we are taking Twilight just a little bit right on the tip, and we just blend that darker blue shade with Twilight. If you need to, you can go in with the other shades, but I feel like I don't need to. It looks absolutely fine as it is. My angled brush went into the product, so I'm going to have to get a different angled brush. So I've just used I'm just grabbed a Morphe brush, and my lash line, I didn't do it all the way in. I just done it like right in the centre, because what I was originally going with, instead of going with liner, to go with shadow and just like cut to the chase. But then I realised I got myself a new eyeliner. This one's by Physicians Formula. I've been wanting to get this liner for the longest time ever, and I just never, and I did the other day. I was just like, I've been looking at it, I've been adding it into my basket, taking it out of my basket, and when I thought I got it for the first time ages ago, it actually turned out I got the brow, is it the brow thing, or is it the fake freckles? Yeah, it's a brow pen I got thinking it was the eyeliner. So got the eyeliner this time. And if you wanted to know what it's got like effect of like water droplets all over it. So I don't know if you can hear that. So it's actually like 3D. Can I say 3D? But it feels amazing. Like at the minute, Beauty Bay, I've got some stunning discounts going on right now. Okay, so I just done a half wing, so I'm not actually sure if I want to do a full wing yet. So we just leave it like that for now, and I am going to set it using the shade Hex. So yeah, I didn't say the shade name when I first used it, so it's the shade Hex. So yeah, Beauty Bay have got some crazy discounts. Well, so does a lot of other brands, to be fair. But yeah, so I've got the Physicians Formula from Beauty Bay. I've got the bronzer and I've got the setting powder, and that's what I'm going to be using today. So that is done. Should I go in with primer? Should I shock everyone and go in with primer, or should I keep to my tradition and skip it? I think I'm going to shock you all and go in with primer. So I'm going to use my Revolution Poreless primer again. Okay, so I think I'm going to use my Urban Decay foundation today. It's been a minute since I've used it. Not literally a minute, it's been longer than a minute, but we go with that. That much. Yeah, got it from the TikTok shop. Ignore my ends because I blow dry my hair all fancy today, and I forgot to put serum on my ends, so my ends are like frizzy. So I think I might just like shove my hair up in a ponytail so no one would ever notice. But we'll see how we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go on with my foundation before I start rambling again. So this is the shade 20CP. Oh my god, it's cold. I do this every time. Okay, so I've done most of my base. Right, sorry about that, it looked a bit creasy there. So I'm going to shock you all again. I'm going to go in with liquid blush. So this one is by Plouise and it's Oh So Spice. Make it look like we've been slapped around the face a few times. I'm going to get a clean blender this time. This is also by Plouise. Yeah, she does like a bundle of blenders, and I got some. I wish I got another bag. You do, don't you? When you order something and it arrives, you're like, should have got another one. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, that's all my liquids done. Okay, so everything that I just used on my face will be listed below. You can, did I get Urban Decay from Beauty Bay or did I get it from Cool Beauty? Most of my stuff you can find at Beauty Bay, and I do have my own link down the bottom. I'm also affiliate for Natasha Denona as well, so yeah, go and check those links out. What am I doing? Setting. So these are the products that I also got picked up for myself. So I've got the bronzer and powder. So this is translucent, and the bronzer is it did have a name. Why doesn't it have a name? I think it's like the medium one, so it's not the very lightest one, it's the one after the lightest one. I'm sure that's the one I got. It did have a name, but I can't remember what name it said. Oh, it comes with a little brush. Well, it's not a brush, it's like a little sponge. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest, but that is actually really cute. And now I can't get it back in. Do you know what? Does this one come with a little... It does, but this one's an actual brush. You could use that sponge for your setting. Do you know what? I'm going to try it. So I'm going to use the sponge one. Because you live once at the end of the day. So we're just going to try it, see how it works. No, brush would definitely be better. Okay, so I am going in with my Plouise 672 brush, and I'm just literally setting everywhere that I've just concealed. Oh my god, I'm addicted to the smell. So now we're going to do bronzer, and I'm going to be using the brush that I've always been using at the moment. So it's my Plouise F14 brush. I probably should change this out again to use a different brush. We'll see. Oh, oh, she's pretty. Oh, she smells amazing too. Right, just cover your face with makeup. You won't need perfume. Okay, so that's done. Blush. So I'm gonna dig out my Plouise blush palette. So this is my first blush palette. Okay, so if you can't tell, this is my favourite one just here. I might just go with the one next to it or something, or I'll just keep to tradition and go in with the most used one. Let's go to the one next to it, see how well that goes. Okay, looking good. Right, I left my setting spray over there, so we're just going to use a different setting spray. So I'm going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Spray. So while we wait for that to dry down before I speed up, I'm just going to get everything prepared. So I'm just going to get a highlighter brush. I mean, this is one by Morphe from their Violets collection, I think. Like the, you know, that purple one that come out. Oh, that's good. I should dig that palette out. It's a gorgeous palette. So I'm just going to take a random highlighter and see which one I like the best. Okay. So I'm going to use this highlighter just here. So this is the CEO with 6 zeros at the end palette from Plouise. Load my brush up. Blinding but subtle all at the same time. Who am I? And What have I done with Emma? Because how many rows now have I been putting highlighter on my face? In a row? Ugh, I'm not going to lie, I did use it just because of the cold air. Okay, baking. Okay, I'm just going to use the first powder I got, which is my Kimchi loose powder. Again, in translucent. Okay, so I've just got a random powder puff. This is one from the Beauty Crop. And I'm just going to bake. Okay, so that's all done. Just to make sure everything's all blended together and to get rid of the loose powder that's still on my face, I'm going to go in with my Bperfect pressed powder. This is in Lockdown 2.0. I'm taking that on a large fluffy brush. So this is my Spectrum A01 brush. Okay, right, so let's finish off the eyes. I really need to start putting things away like as I'm going along, because I am very quickly losing space. Okay, so on a brush, I think I'm done with that pile. Use that just in case. Okay, so on a Plouise 158 brush, we are taking the shade Midnight, and we are stomping that along lower lash line. Okay, so literally I'm just following my lashes like so. So on the original brush, the Bperfect BPE 16, we are taking the shade Denim, because I've missed the shade out, it threw me off. Now I think I've just ballsed up my look. Okay, going with Social on the same brush that we've used for it before. Okay, dokie. So, okay, I think because it's patchy here, I can't seem to unpatch it. It looks a little bit better, but because I think I know it's there, that's why it's like, you know, I probably would have gone in with blue, but because I'm doing a black wing-ish, I'm going to go in with my black liner. So this is from Wet n Wild. Okay, right. Still haven't made up my mind if I want to do an actual wing or leave it like this. Part of me likes it how it is, and I feel like if I do an actual wing, I think I'm going to ruin it. So I'm just going to put some, just like sit some lashes on. Yeah, I'm happy with how it looks, so I'm going to skip the wing. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly finish off the rest of my face, which is just like my lashes and my lips, and I'll come back and show you the finished results. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is the final result. Let me know in the comments what you think, and also let me know what palette you would like to see me use next, or what style of look / what colour of look you'd like to see next. But yeah, I'm going to go and take some photos. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. But I'm off. You guys take care. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.